Joker versus Drive is hilarious. Oh man, I'll have to get started on that soon. Let's see. Yeah, so today we're doing a tier list. I'm mainly just clip farming. Today's tier list is going to be ranking every guy. Yeah, we've got 68 guys to put on the list today. Now I'll just get started real quick. Um, so first off, this list is made by The Yard. This is from The Yard podcast, which I don't actually watch. And I know Northernlion's done a video on it. I've only seen like 5 minutes of it. Yeah, yeah. This is gonna be a long tier list. This is gonna take like an hour, hour and a half, maybe. Now just for starters here, they're all right. Seems a little harsh. We're gonna go with Friend. That seems a little more appropriate. And then death penalty seems a little extreme. We'll just go with that we'll downgrade jail to F, and then jail can just be a void. I don't know why this sits a little better with me. Anyway, wow, 68 does seem like a lot. There is some saving grace because there are definitely freebies here. For example, let's see, where is it? Andrew Tate, easy F tier. That one seems pretty simple, right? That's pretty self-explanatory. Now, I did see in a revised list, this list isn't up to date. Literally in jail, yeah. But if you, and the updated list corrected this to Andrew Tate fans. But if you're an Andrew Tate fan, then you're either like 18 and don't know enough about the world, don't have enough life experience to like have any opinions on this, or you you're deeply insecure about your masculinity and you probably hate yourself a fair bit, or you have a deep-seated hatred of women and should probably go to therapy instead of Hustlers University. Even like I did he was out to get his face caved in by that fucking that influencer or whatever. Even if you look at the myth of Andrew Tate as a fighter, it doesn't hold up to scrutiny. He was in like a mid-tier boxing promotion. He was fed a lot of jobbers to pad his rankings. He can't be TKO'd. He has no job. Oh, isn't he back in Florida? And he also there's that video of him like boxing like 50 guys. But if you see in the background, they're all doing like push-ups and shit. So like I don't think I'm not, I'm far be it like a perfect specimen, you know. But like if I had to fight a guy who has been doing push-ups for like 3 hours, I think I could do it. I think I could stand a chance. Maybe even more than one. Maybe even 50. Probably not. Anyway, Andrew Tate, easy F tier. Up next, I think Elon Musk is another freebie, right? That's pretty easy. Easy F tier. Maybe like 10 years ago, I would have put him up here, but he's just like 10x his cringe levels. And what with like what was that with dismantling the government? I don't know. There's that weird stuff about like his birthing fetish. I think he got kicked out of like a furry diaper community meetup. And then there, for some reason, yeah, and for some reason he wants gamers to You think we all got a birth fetish? Not on this guy's level, man. It's weird. And he has the money to get away with it too. But yeah, for some reason he wants gamers. He's like desperate for gamers to think he's good at video games, which is just super funny. He like paid some dude from China, probably pretty well, to just like go and level up his Path of Exile 2 account. Streamed it. Oh, yeah. Not a fan of Elon. But if he's willing to give you millions of dollars, then yeah, maybe we could work something out. I can't imagine a scenario where that would possibly happen though. All right, and then we can start going down the list. I guess we're gonna start with rappers. Can proudly rap fast, parentheses is white, versus can proudly rap fast, parentheses isn't white. Now, would I listen to Elon talk about the great replacement theories for 5 hours for $1 million? Yeah. Yeah, I could do that. I mean, do I have to, is it just like us in the room? Like I don't have my phone or anything on me. I could probably still do it. If the chair was uncomfortable, maybe not. But $1 million, I could use $1 million. Anyway, I have to rank the white rapper a little bit lower, just because white people are already at the forefront of like so many pop music genres. So you know, come on, let some other guys in. You know, we'll go Harmless, and we'll go with Friend. I think that's pretty safe. And you definitely want this guy around. If you got a guy that can rap fast, they're always a hit at parties. Okay, up next we've got Car Guy, parentheses classics. I actually don't know anybody like this, but I imagine they're pretty good to know. They're probably pretty decent at restoration or knowledgeable about that kind of thing, about car maintenance. Your party trick is you can do that part from Rap God. Hell yeah. I'm gonna go with Friend, but again, I'm not working with a ton of like perfect information. I will also say this list is very West Coast coded. You know, like there's no casually racist uncle from Jersey guy up here. Is Warhammer guy on there? No, he isn't, unfortunately. I do find the list kind of lacking at times. Let's see. Messy Hair Dad wearing Vans. This guy's a homie. His favorite video game is probably Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2. He's probably been to a lot of concerts. He's got a lot of great stories from that. He's also probably, despite the punk aesthetic, is probably pretty centrist by now. or too old and too much pain to go to rallies and stuff. All right. Next up we have has never not worked at Verizon. I don't actually know this guy. Luckily. Great uncle / grandfather who casually drops war crimes he committed while you're trying to build like yeah, I don't know any Verizon guys. I would put him at, I don't know. Do Verizon guys have hookups? Can they like hook you up with like a family plan or something? I guess it depends. I go with Cringe. Because if you spent your whole life working for one company, you know, I don't know how much upward mobility there is at Verizon, but it kind of shows a little lack of ambition. Okay, and then next we've got the Skater. This is an easy S tier for me. I don't know how skaters do it. They just like chug 240, smoke a joint, and then they just do like the most death-defying shit on their skateboard. It's insane. I don't know. Also, if you're new to town and you're looking for a plug, you got to go to the skater. The skater's got you covered. If you're looking for some ganja, some Zaza, easy S tier. And he's also probably got a great taste in music too. I don't know what it is about skaters, but every skater I've met has pretty good taste in music. I guess it comes with the aesthetic. It's like a combo pack. Let's see. Up next, we've got Apple Hater. Now, I think Apple Hater is mostly benign, but has every Tony Hawk OST and playlist on phone. Yeah. The one thing I don't like about Apple Hater is that making hating like a big part of your personality seems kind of weird. Now, granted, you know, people are complex creatures. Not everybody is just one of these guys. We're all, you know, a few probably. But I would put Apple Hater in harmless. That said, Apple definitely deserves some hate. So, you know, it is pretty justified. The clueless one. Low key dumb. You know, okay, if this guy is a coworker, then he's down here. But outside of that, there's nothing wrong with being a little dumb. You can be a homie. Okay. We've got Guitar Guy up next. We're all dumb. Exactly, Gato. Guitar Guy. So I think this Guitar Guy is it's a gear slut, I think is what they call themselves. This guy is like trying to show off his effects pedal. If you go to a party with this guy, at his house, do not let him pick up his axe. He will not shut up about it. And, you know, there's like a whole party going on. I think he's harmless. I'll put him in friend. Guitar Guy and Guitar Guy at party or on campus should be two different guys. Yes, I agree. There's a lot of that. There's a lot of spectrums here. All right. Up next, Patagonia Peter. And this is how you know this is like a little more West Coast coded, because Patagonia Peter in the Pacific Northwest is everywhere. This guy is like half the guys. Maybe more like a third. This guy's like a third of the guys. It says parentheses cosplay hiker. I actually think Patagonia Peter does go hiking. Maybe only twice a month, but he does go hiking. And importantly, the brand is Patagonia. Why not Columbia or North Face? Because they have more practical clothes for hiking. Well, the reason is because Patagonia Peter can wear his Patagonia at work. It's work appropriate. Patagonia Peter is probably white and works in a white collar job in an office. He's probably got a cottagecore or gorpcore girlfriend. If she's cottagecore, she might like reading fantasy novels, or you know, she might be a cozy gamer. If she's a gorpcore, then she's probably busy hiking, maybe into yoga, possibly into crystals. You bet she has dress. And the two of them wear matching ugly sweaters to Christmas events every night. Well, every Christmas they wear matching sweaters to family events. Now, I would normally put Patagonia Peter at S, but he's just so like painfully milquetoast. There's nothing wrong with that, especially if you want stability in your life. But I want some, you know, it's just sauceless. Patagonia Peter has no sauce, which is fine if you're looking for sustenance. He's probably great at parties too. He's too well adjusted. All All right, messy car guy up next. Messy car guy is an S for me. Messy car guy is the homie. He just doesn't have his life together. You know, he'll get it together eventually. And if it seems like I'm being a little too generous for messy car guy, that's because I'm a messy car guy. And hey, you can clean that shit up before you get guests or other passengers anyway. Okay. Up next, we've got car guy, parentheses, anime sticker, Honda Civic. So this guy is cringe. Anecdotally, I've only seen one of these guys like out in the wild. It was at like Fred Meyer's or something. But it was a black Mustang with a Colin rip, or wrap. Yeah, Colin from Code Geass. And the guy that got out of the car was just like a 50 or 60-year-old black guy with like gray hair. I don't think that guy is normally what would come to mind when you think of car guy. Now, I don't think, is there a different one for the anime wraparounds, like the full thing? I think that's just this guy. The actual term for this is itasha, which is a compound word combining itai, or painful, and car. So car guy, the culture of this guy, he understands that what he's doing is cringe. He just doesn't care. And that's mostly, honestly, I would put him at harmless. Unless I had like a daughter and I didn't want them to see anime titties while we were going to Fred Meyer. But to me, he's harmless. Okay. Now up next, we've got redneck, parentheses, lives in the city. Now, there's two types of redneck who lives in the city. There's ones that have hate in their heart, and there's ones that don't. Maybe that they're from nearby county. They get it. Now, the redneck that lives in the city with hate in his heart is probably busy sucking off ice. So, or probably complaining about women with blue hair and liberal colleges making people gay. Probably something critical race theory. But the redneck without hate in his heart, I mean, country boys know how to throw down. They know how to have a good time. So I'm going to go with cringe. Just because the overwhelming majority of rednecks that live in the city are filled with hate in their hearts. But then eats the Snickers face down so you can feel the face. Okay. Up next, we've got the guy who's not listening, but waiting to talk. I think everybody's been this guy before. It's natural to want to talk about whatever you're into, right? I think we've all been there before. If this is like constant, then maybe that's not so great. I would go with, I don't know. It's either harmless or friend for me. That's kind of tricky. I think I'd go with friend. He's harmless. All right. Next, we've got extremely nice, parentheses, not funny. This guy's the homie. I don't need every waking moment of my life to be filled with humor. Sometimes you just want someone to listen, someone to talk at instead of with. Then an extremely nice guy is right there for you. Next, we've got always lying guy. Always lying guy is definitely insecure. And the worst part is like always lying guy is off, like everybody all usually knows. They just like don't care enough to call him out on it because that would make social friction. But always lying guy, yeah, I'd say cringe. This avoid tier is feeling a little lonely. I don't know. I'm just not an angry person. All right, up next, we got YouTuber. Now, I actually don't know any other YouTubers like IRL. YouTuber F. It depends on the content they make, right? Like Mandalore S, right? But I'm gonna go with the Void. A lot of YouTubers have content brain, which could definitely cause problems down the line at some point. And at times yeah. It's like it's their world and you're just running around in it. You're just playing the part. Now, Tyler the Creator fan, and it specifies 2023. So this guy is probably white. His favorite albums are probably Cherry Bomb and Flower Boy. I'm gonna go with I'd say it's cringe. Tyler's always, it says something. If like your favorite artist has always been a contrarian, I think that carries some weight. Hi Sammy, how's it going? Okay. Up next, we've got Instagram Tourist. Instagram Tourist. This is an easy E for me. What are we up to today? I'm making a tier list of every guy you can know. 68 of them. And maybe games after. There's one game I thought would be kind of funny. So anyway, Instagram Tourist. Social media already makes me feel pretty bad about my life at times. Comparison is the enemy of joy or something. And the Instagram Tourist job is just to like make you feel bad about your life. And the worst part about it is that Instagram Tourist actually doesn't enjoy their life that much either, because they have to spend so much time just like making videos and stuff that they don't actually get to enjoy a lot of the places that they go to. They're only there for like a little bit. Okay, up next, we've got Always Kidding Guy. Oh, also Instagram Tourist Guy, there's like a really seedy part of this too. Which is like the Passport Bro community, but I don't really want to get into that. All I'm going to say is that if you can't pull women in your own country, then that's kind of pathetic. So, Always Kidding Guy. Called out. Okay, but at least it's not too bad for the UK. It's more like the Passport Bro I'm thinking of is more like in Southeast Asia, kind of, it's grody. Always Kidding Guy, I want to say is cringe. The problem with Always Kidding Guy is that sometimes you need sincerity in your life, you know? Not everything has to be like ironic. We can be sometimes you want to just shake this guy and say like, what do you actually think? Like what are your actual feelings? So Always Kidding Guy is in cringe for me. Let's see. Up next, we've got the Contrarian. Now, I've been guilty of being this guy too. I think the Contrarian does actually provide value because they often have good points. that has a lot to do with where they place on this. If they have good points, then they go higher, of course. But overall, it's just kind of annoying. I have some contrarian friends. It's a toss up between harmless and friend. And it also depends how much they're gonna dig their heels in about it, about hot takes. Next up, we've got Uber Eats and DoorDash, target demographic. This is another one where there's definitely two guys here. There's like the work from home professional, maybe they're into CS or something. And then there's like the socially anxious recluse who's too nervous to look their pizza delivery driver in the eyes. And they're both on like pretty it's a pretty wide spectrum, but overall I would say they're harmless. They're providing jobs as long as they tip well, you know. Hell, they might even be your friend. I guess I'm in that demographic. All right, here's like a more spicy one. There's crypto guy parentheses gambler, and then crypto guy parentheses real. Now I actually think the crypto guy, the gambler, is way more based than the crypto guy real. If you're not like buying stuff off of Silk Road, like illicit substances and services, that then crypto doesn't really provide a ton of value for you. But gambling is awesome. So crypto guy gambler, I'm gonna put it on cringe, and then real and avoid. I'm so glad I don't know many crypto people. Okay. Wow. We're already like halfway through. Let's see. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 36. Almost. So self-titled intellectual. I want to say this guy's annoying, but mostly harmless. It depends where they go with where they lean on the spectrum. Because on one end there's like Jordan Petersons who have a degree in like a very specific doctorate in a very specific field, and then through that lens they view like the rest of the world, and that is incredibly obnoxious. This guy is also likely to tell you to read the literature or do your own research or stuff. I'm gonna go with avoid. I hate this guy. Okay, next we've got smart kid, parentheses, fell off. Now, I think for this one, a lot of it depends on when they fell off. Because, like, if you fell off in college, then maybe you could start a business or something, you know, like, you know, there's still hope there. But if you, like, fell off, like, the moment you got to high school, like I did, then you're kind of cooked. I think that's ultimately a lot. However, I know a lot of smart kids that fell off. I would put them at friend. If not the homie. Okay. Next up, we've got concert/festival guy. I think these are two different guys. Because if you're a festival guy and you're always going to festivals, then you might be in a different tax bracket than concert guy. some people just like support the local music scene. Those guys are awesome. Those guys are the homie. And then you have guys that are just like, you, you have trust fund babies on the other end of the spectrum that are willing to spend like $300 for a bottle of water at Coachella. But overall, I would say they're harmless. At the very least, this guy has a lot of good stories to tell, which is nice. Oh, here's that guy you're talking about earlier, Cam, the cinephile. Parentheses movie contrarian. That's awesome. I guess it depends how much brain rot this guy has. Overall, I would go with harmless. It depends on how hot their takes are. Or if they're just like trolling on Letterboxd, that's awesome. Okay. And up next we've got Half Weeb and Weeb. Now I'm not entirely sure. This is like where some explanation. Your hot take is that Heat is a mid movie. But it's got Keanu. Yeah, so for like Half Weeb, I think they're like, wait, Heat? I'm probably thinking of the wrong movie. When I think of Half Weeb, this is the guy I think of. Whereas like think Japan. Maybe they've seen they've probably seen some Mononoke movies. But that's about as far as their anime knowledge goes. Or they might like watch, you know, the typical seasonal stuff. Like they might be really into My Hero Academia. You've been to the place in the topic. Okay. Anyway, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. It's just kind of cringy when people are like, "Oh yes, Japanese craftsmanship, so amazing." Like, we don't need to glaze that far. I'll go with friend because the weeb. This guy is my S. I don't care. I gotta stand with my people. And even then, there's like layers to this. There's like the weeb that watches seasonal garbage including like the worst shows every season, and then he just complains to you about it. And then there are people that are like really into anime, you know, like, oh, you like anime? What's your favorite fight director? You know, or like, it's the dude on the Tokyo train in the kimono with the conical hat. Yeah, exactly. Also, some weebs are just like too horny, man. I'm just gonna put it out there. I mean, it's fine, but like, you know, maybe tone it down. Next up, we've got the open and often horoscope hater. Now, this guy is honestly a friend. The problem with this guy is you don't want to like take him to parties because he's really off-putting to women. Which shouldn't be a crime, but it's really annoying having to pull this guy over and just be like, "Hey man, we all get it, but like, can you chill? Can you chill for a little bit?" I want to put him in. Well, he's not harmless, I guess. In that case, it's just like 95% of the time, but that 5% can be really like, that 5% will give you the ick like no other. I will go cringe. Okay, up next we've got the smart kid, parentheses, ego Andy. Now, I think this is a transitory guy. This is not the emphasis on the kid. This guy will eventually life will knock him down a peg or two and he'll no longer be ego Andy. I don't know what it is, but young guys always feel the need to like be the coolest or funniest guy in the room at all times, and it's just This is too much, man. It's just too much. But because of the transitory nature of that guy, I'm gonna put him in harmless. He'll learn. Young pup will learn. Okay, podcast listener. Parentheses Joe Rogan target demographic. I'm just gonna put this guy in a void. If this guy, if it's Joe Rogan specifically, that's a big red flag. Definitely. This guy has a lot to do in common with the self-titled intellectual, which is why they're right next to each other. It used to just say podcast guy, and there's just like such a wide range of podcasts. There's a podcast for almost any topic. But if it's Joe Rogan specifically, then yeah, that's an avoid. Up next, we've got Terminally Broke Guy. This guy goes way too ham on buy now, pay later. I want to say he's cringe, but the worst part about this guy is sometimes he might convince other people to, yeah, this Klarna guy. He might convince other people to live like he does, or to like get in on financial schemes to avoid being terminally broke. And then it becomes a problem. Then it becomes an avoid. So I'm going to put him in a void. Car salesman. So I don't talk to too many car salesmen. But when I bought my car, I walked in, told him I had 25K as a budget, and then I walked out paying 30K. So I'm gonna put this guy in jail. Rough, yeah. I mean, he was like showing me the paperwork, and it seemed fine, and then I walked out, and yeah. I do like my car though. Did pick well. All right, the CrossFitter. So this guy wants to get fit, but I don't know what it is about CrossFit that it just becomes kind of culty. However, I want to put this guy at harmless, because if you turn down CrossFitter guy, then he'll just kind of understand that you're not part of it, you know, that it's not for you. However, I do think it's really cringe to make one individual hobby like your entire personality, and that's definitely CrossFitter guy. Yeah, I gotta go. Public complainer. Now, I think it's like a pretty natural part of adult friendships to just like complain about work. That's pretty normal. But public complainer, I imagine, is the one who like takes it too far. And the worst part about this guy is that it can be infectious at times, you know? Because everybody has got valid reasons to complain about work or whatever. I'm gonna put him in a void. This guy is like, he's a rage baiting psychic vampire. It's incredible. Up next, we've got good at everything, parentheses, doesn't talk about it, and then followed by good at everything, parentheses, is an ass. Now, good at everything, doesn't talk about it, definitely S tier. And good at everything is an ass, has to be lower. Like, cringe, probably. That said, I do love a good heel. So good at everything, parentheses, is an ass. If they, I have mad respect for them, even though I find it cringe. Okay, up next is excited for birthday guy, parentheses, is over 21. I think it's fine to be excited for your birthday. It is like the one day, you know, per year. And there's nothing wrong with being excited for it or having plans for it. It's just really off-putting if you make a big deal out of it. If like things don't happen to go your way. And I think eventually this guy, like, once you're in your 40s and up, you know, like your birthday is no longer about you. That's just how that goes. you're just paying for your own birthday. So you're paying for your own party. Which is tough, but that's what society expects. Okay, up next we've got Cringe Bet Guy. Parentheses, $20 says, now, when I was 10 years younger, this guy would be an S tier because he would have given me so much money. But if it persists, and put it in harm. Well, no, that's cringe. At a certain point, this guy is just like asking you to actively self-harm for entertainment. So fuck that guy. Okay, up next, we've got the weed duo. We've got weed guy, parentheses, always smoking. And then weed personality guy, parentheses, only talks about being high. Now, at one point, I was both of these guys. However, I want to say that this guy, weed personality guy, parentheses, only talks about being high, is way worse. This is a hot take, but this guy is way more annoying than the guy who's just always smoking. The guy with the drug problem. Because if weed becomes your, it's just like a substance. It's not a lifestyle, man. This guy is so obnoxious. I'm gonna put this guy in jail. It's been too long. And we guy always smoke. I'll put him in a void. And then we guy always smoking would be cringe. Always drinking guy. This guy is actually just me. I spent a lot of time with that guy, and he's awful. He's dangerous to himself, to the property around him. And if you, and the worst is if you get attached to him and one day, you know, he won't be around. Definitely avoid. And he could always, I mean, always drinking guy often ends up in F tier. Okay. Next up, we've got photographer, who only takes photographs of women. Now, admittedly, I don't know many of these guys, but the one guy that I did know that was like this was gay, so it kind of, Overall, I think I'd go with cringe. This guy is a gooner. That's okay, but there's so much you can do with the medium of photography. It's kind of off-putting though. Put all your skill points into just taking pictures of women. Okay. Next up, we've got conspiracy theorist. This is a tough one because 20 years ago, I would have put this guy at like here. But what being conspiracy guy means today is very different. 20 years ago, it was all about how like 9/11 was an inside job, but now it's about flat Earth and then QAnon. So this guy went from just like, you know, being having schizophrenic tendencies to all of a sudden just being like a full on Trumper. Big L. Next up, we've got Disney adult. I saw in one of the more recent lists. There's one of the guys they added was like gamer parentheses only Nintendo, and I feel that guy and Disney adult are very much in the same camp, where like some greedy corporation has your childhood by the balls, and so you're because of your nostalgia, you're just kind of like you're just kind of a slave to them. Now, granted, Nintendo is a lot smaller than the mouse, but and the worst part about these guys is that they're gonna complain about like all the shitty things that Disney does, but they're still gonna support them. At the end of the day, they're still gonna financially support them, which is what I despise. Okay. Up next, we've got barefoot or sandals only. This guy is probably a Wookiee. Cause that's crazy. Living your life that way that is tough. That's too much. I don't know. For me, if you're a Wookiee, that's gotta be a void. Okay, up next, Ball is life, as we all know. Thinks he's good at basketball. That's a friend. No, that guy's harmless. Is actually good at basketball. That guy's a friend. Let's see. Up next, we've got worked his ass off to be here. This guy is the homie. This guy is probably taking on extra shifts just because you're that important to him, and spending time with you is what's really important. Is what really matters to him. Okay. Down to 15. Whew. Just talking for like an hour is really taking a toll on my voice. But we've got the sneakerhead up next. Now, I don't think there's anything too harmful with Sneaker Guy. Collecting sneakers takes up a lot of space. That part maybe not so great. The part I don't like about Sneakerhead Guy is he's buying like all these expensive shoes just to like hide them away and never wear them, and then he also hopes that like it'll maintain value for some reason. I think this guy is harmless. He's just harming himself, man. If you're gonna be a collector, you should. This guy, okay, like this guy evolves. He's like a Pokemon. His final form is like collecting watches or something. Something a little sturdier that'll hold more value. Fantasy football guy. I actually don't know too many of this guy. I know a lot of people make crazy bets around it. But there's also the fantasy football guy who's like 35, and that's like his only means of hanging out and maintaining connections with like childhood friends. So I'm gonna put him in C. Okay. Up next, we've got in a band. Now, there are two hyper-specific guys that come to mind. In a band guy is either like in their 20s and is, you know, trying to make it. They're probably taking on a lot of gig work. Or, you know, it depends on how egotistical they are. They might think they're like the hottest thing ever and they're owed success. And they're fucking weird. On the opposite end of the spectrum, though, you've got like dads that are like 60 and their kids are moved out. So, you know, they're going to start like an Oasis cover band. pretty wide spectrum. I will say that like the super egotistical people are probably in the minority. So I'm gonna go with friend. And if it's only like the 60 plusers, then they're the homie. But I don't hate young people, but they're definitely pulling the average down on that one. Okay. Up next, we've got tiny cross earrings. I actually didn't understand this one. I had to ask. Apparently, this is like a Gen Z thing. This is like a e-boy thing, or like a fuckboy. I don't know. I'd say they're harmless. They're definitely too young to be my friend, but the void has filled out while you're gone. Yes. It was a little too top heavy. I had to start getting violent. All right. Tiny cross earrings make you think of George Michael. Hi, Riker. How's it going? Yeah, when I think of tiny cross earrings, I think of like a magician who's cosplaying Chris Angel or something. Yeah, but apparently it's like a younger people thing. Tiny cross earrings. Okay, this is gonna be a hot take. Homeless people. Now, in my state, there are a lot of homeless people, and they also have a lot of safety nets and resources. And like, if you're homeless, that means that you don't have any friends or family who are willing to house you. So you've either got a really bad drug problem or, you know, untreated mental health issues. So it pains me. While I'm sympathetic. Or you just moved because you heard drugs were legal here on Fox News. That did a lot of damage to the city. Okay. Up next we've got Schrodinger's racist. I hate this guy. This guy is always just asking questions, or you just don't want to be in a house. Yeah, okay. And to be fair, there are a lot of like folks that are there are folks that are transitory, you know, where it's just like they are trying to get back on their feet. But this is just for like in my area, the vast majority of of these guys you do not want to. Okay. Cigarette guy, parentheses, always has one and asks for a light. This guy's probably like 60 and has some crazy stories, or they're just tired. You know, they're probably just always tired if we're being honest. I'm probably gonna be that guy at some point when I get older, but it'll be vaping instead, which is just as goofy. All right, we're down to 8. Top 8. Let's go. All right, we've got I miss when parentheses guy. I'm gonna put this guy in harmless. This person is bound by nostalgia, and I think that's pretty normal to do. You know, as you get older, you long for simpler times. As you get more responsibilities, it's kind of annoying when it happens every time, though. Sometimes you just gotta accept that the ship has sailed, and the passage of time continues, and the world keeps turning. Okay, gym guy normal. This is easy S. Gym guy a weirdo. Dear E. One of the best parts of Conclave was going to be a cardinal hitting a vape. Okay. Ooh. As a woman, gym weirdo is an avoid. Yeah. This guy is If okay, so as a weirdo, he's on test or like SARMs or something. Like why no subs yet? Oh, well, I don't because I hate ads basically. I've had affiliates since like I've qualified in July last year. I just don't like ads. I'll definitely pull the trigger soon though. I just got to figure that out. Okay, how's your day going, Alex? By the way, we're down to last five guys here. Oh, I could go for a burger. Anyway, where's Rasta colors? Parentheses white. This guy smokes a lot of weed and is desperate to be accepted in minority spaces. Five guys at Freddy's. Yeah, just get a burger with everything on it. Anyway, yeah, this guy's cringe. Maybe harmless. How am I doing? Doing pretty well. My voice. I'm gonna be real. My voice is pretty shot. I've been talking for like an hour, but I'm having fun doing this. This is like the freest like clip farming I could think of. Okay, short guy. This shouldn't take too long. Short guy, easy S. Some guys are insecure about their height. You don't have to feel that way about short guy. And short guy, because he's short, is I don't know. Some of like the funniest guys I've ever met are short guys because you gotta put your skill points where you can. You can't if they're not in height, they gotta go elsewhere. Yapping will get it hired. Yeah, it, it doesn't help that this is mostly just like me just like rambling off the top. All right, doesn't want to cause an issue, guy. I think this is an overly apologetic guy. I think they're harmless. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just kind of annoying at times. Okay, ideas guy. Going out of order here. Ideas guy, easy S. If they're good ideas. If they're bad ideas, then holy. But if they're good ideas, easy S. And then lastly, we've got flannel sweatshirt combo. This guy is all over the Pacific Northwest. But overall, I would put them as a friend. Yeah. Anyway, that's the list. I'm gonna take a picture real quick. Daily reminder to drink water. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm pretty much done with my water bottle. In fact, I should probably go get some water after this. All right, yeah, I'm a top up. We'll be right back. Glass of cold milk. Giving the dogs their milk too, Cam. Also, hi Gasper, how's your day going? Thanks for stopping by. Oh, I should probably get rid of this. I'm not drinking. It's too damn early. Okay, I'm gonna get gloved up real quick. Gotta game responsibly. Dogs get skim, you drink whole. Nice. One time I had a really bad hangover, and all I wanted to do was drink whole milk for some reason. That went so hard, it cured it instantly. Sometimes you just gotta listen to your body, I guess. Anyway, keeping in line with the stream title, there's a funny shooter I wanted to play on stream. Let's see if I can bring this up. Okay. Hell yeah. Oh, I should change the game on stream real quick. Let's see. This is called Captain Wayne, by the way. Captain Wayne. Boomer shooter that takes place in Cornwall? Don't believe you have. Okay, well that's too loud. Let's down a little. Anyway, this is a game about a guy who's literally me. He's literally me. Let's see. A to scroll left. Mouse on to select. I've played a shooter before. Oh my goodness. Thanks for lurking, Gasper. Appreciate it. Okay, this is still really high. This feels nice. A true captain can navigate even the bravest fish blood. You do be knowing how to move, eh? Breaking your sea legs on. Ooh, beer? Gusto. Beer gives gusto. Hell yeah. Okay. Now where am I supposed to go? Wait, is that me? What? What am I supposed to be doing here? Okay. Just jump. Oop. E to interact. And we love a good boot. Hell yes. Oh, okay. So that's the make. That feels good. Okay. Ah, I see. Damn. I could see the speedruns on this going really crazy. Press R to perform a stun move. Half charge for an uppercut, max charge for a thunder hook. Bug Angerfoot vibes. Okay. It's interesting that the melee system seems pretty fleshed out. Okay, we've got mouse one and both barrels. Okay. All weapons have alt attacks. That's good. We love to see it. Okay, need a key. Pick up the barrel with E. Okay. Like any good pirate, he can swim. Whoa! Hell yeah. Holding jump in the water. A little tricky. Not too bad. Hell yes. Got shrimps, octoblood. Okay, alcohol gives alcohol gives armor and health gives. Okay, food gives health. Okay. Jesus Christ. Oh, yes. Oh. Wait. Let me see it. This game is sick. And it's also a cartoon. He's so cool.
What is this? Congratulations! You've won a free vacation to scenic Orca Isle, home of the legendary Orca Stone. A vacation, huh? And a rare treasure. Hey,
This is so charming.
Alrighty, time to shove off. Who the hell are you?
Sorry to startle you, sir. Detective Stanley Steele Press.
It's Inspector Gadget.
I'll only be a minute, but I just need to ask you some questions. See, a cargo ship south from here was ransacked about a week ago, and some priceless artifacts were lifted from the scene. You wouldn't happen to know a Mr. Wayne, would you?
Captain Wayne. That'd be me.
Your reputation precedes you then, Captain. Some eyewitnesses claim they saw a ship that looked an awful lot like this one leaving the scene.
Well, that's a real shame. You came to the right place, though. I've got a lead for you right here.
A lead? Fantastic. Where should I be heading?
Right the hell off my boat!
It's a max charge.
Orca Stone, huh? I couldn't stop his previous pilfery, but I may be able to put a kibosh on the next one. Look out, Captain Wayne!
75 cents for a soda pop. Jesus, man.
Awesome. All right.
Time for an ass whooping.
gotta stop that guy, man.
Gotta jump these boxes.
What? What the hell? Not good. I'm already dying. Is that Gianni? It might be. There's a pretty good chance it is. Okay, where is I trying to go? Ooh, this guy's tough. Okay. Oh, that's cool. The reload animation when you're full.
Bingo. Open vent. Time to crouch inside.
Oh, what the hell? These rockets, man. They gotta go. Can I yeet this? That feels satisfying. That guy's got a boxing glove, but he's a jobber. That's a jobber, bro. Thankfully, it seems the rocket enemies go down pretty quickly. Oh. Oh no, do I have to? Okay. Gotta go around. Or that. That works. Key acquired. I just need to find the door. There's no map. Oh, okay, that's the door. Nice and simple. Smiling sailor room. Love to see it. Oh, wait. No. Can't get in there. Dolphin jumping is pretty fun. I wasn't expecting to enjoy it, but nice and topped up. Not entirely sure where to go now. Oh, duh. Okay. We got nades. Are they like blood nades? Okay, so you can throw them underhand and they go low. Oh shit. Oop, too high. I'm running pretty low here. Alright. See if I can pick up some health here. How am I supposed to get even higher? That's crazy. Or maybe with the dolphin jump? I don't know. Nah, won't let me. Plenty of fish to pick up anyway. Alright. Ready to go. Hell yeah. Soundtrack, amazing. Gunplay is satisfying. I think this is a GZ Doom. teleport. I'm not entirely sure though. Oh, it feels good. Okay. Glad I can find one secret at least. Though I am not. How do I get out of here? Oh, just jump up. Okay, I don't know if that's progress. I'm assuming this way was, but maybe not. Give it a shot. Oops. What's hitting me? Or easy. Let's see, I'm doing good on stats. I guess I'll just keep going. I do see some drink up there. Okay, what's up? Whoa. Oh, I'm out of thing. Out of nades. Oops. Level's pretty long. That's nice. Okay. That guy got... That's the most dead guy ever. Okay, where next? Good old boot camp. Who's leaving all the shrimp around? It probably smells awful. What an interesting idea. Like the rock climbing segment. I love it. Oh, whoops. I kick over. Close the gap. Go the distance. That's not ominous at all. Damn. That's tight. Okay. Godly Octoblood. Okay, priorities. And then that'll let us... Or I could whiff. That works too. Okay, just one more rocket guy. Nice. Oh shit, there's a whole... I did not know about that. Did I go through here or... Oh, I guess so. Nice. Any other rockets? There are, it seems like there are pretty limited numbers of weapons, but having alt fire on everything like makes it a lot easier to tolerate. Get the beer. All right, Act 1? Not quite. There's more? I thought I'd hit the switch and just be done with it. Oh my god. This game is bonkers? Yes. That's pretty fun. Okay, 12 minutes for the first. That's a pretty long level. And I think there's 8 worlds or something.
Alright, Buckwitz, I'm giving you 10 seconds to
Night,
clean
Cam.
up before I paint this deck red.
It's always nice to meet a man of eloquence. And a warm greeting to you too, Captain. Looking for these? My men and I shall be going nowhere. Return what is rightfully mine, or they will open fire.
What the hell are you on about?
That cargo ship you ransacked had been transporting valuables to my new castle. It was there that you stole my most prized possession.
What, you mean that dinky little hat?
Why, you? I demand you reveal where you hid my crown, lest I scatter your entrails across this deck.
Tough shit, metalhead. I sold your crown. That scrap's long gone.
You what?
It was hardly worth $30.
Open fire!
Jesus. Even the captain's shook.
Surf's up, shitheads. Time to pop it.
Okay. Chain gun. That's a lot of ammo. I'm not sure what the difference between the primary and secondary fire are. That is blisteringly fast. Oh, and there is friendly fire. That guy's getting doinked on the back of the head. This thing is so fun to use. Oh, and it just never heats up if you use the alt fire. Okay. Got it, got it. That's so fast. Damn. Okay. Let's kite them around the corner. Mm-hmm.
Send my bags up to the penthouse suite. I'll be there shortly.
Uh-oh. Got hooked on geometry there. And oop. You gotta chill, man. Look at the beer and then continue on. Is there any? No. This water's so shallow. Look deep. You wanna go up, right? Gold key. Ah, this thing is so fun.
Housekeeping.
Eh? Oh. Who's throwing shit at me? That's a bird? Oh no. Okay. Great, we got 11 bombs. That's funny. Blue key. Thought we were looking for the gold. Easy. Mm-hmm. Okay. Nice. That's perfect.
What you guys gotta do to get some service around here? Come on.
Just ran out of gusto. gotta cool it, man. I don't have the ammo stocks for that. Not many barrels here, unfortunately. That was a lot of fun. Okay. Pool's closed. Are these ropes interactable? Are they? Oh, they've got to be. There's no way forward otherwise. Okay. Or never mind. Nice. Or not. Oh, they knocked each other out. Okay. Man, in a tight room like this, that rocket guy is bad news. Okay. So the aerial boot is just amazing for getting out of jail. Learning. Okay. So. Then the doors aren't usable, so this is the only way forward. Fucking bird, man. I had no time to react. Okay. What does this do? That's so silly. I just need to figure out. Oh, there we go. Back to the start. Jeez. I gotta watch out for those birds. They're so fast. I don't know where they fly out to. Okay. I have to go the long way. I hope not. It looks like I do. Man, those birds are gonna be the life end of me. I hear the bird. Good. Okay, so being able to do anything at range is that a premium here? Very fitting for Captain Wayne. Yeah, you know, I guess retreading the level isn't nearly as bad. You can move this fast. Red card. Had to check for secrets. $16 grenades. Surely we can make something work. Nice and easy. I don't know where they're spawning from. Oh, I see. Off of the ropes, of course. Mini boss? Ooh, damn. No problem.
Whew. Time to check out.
Oh, cool. Switches to third person. It's all gotta go, baby. Jesus Christ, Wayne. Alright. I'm gonna run to the restroom. Be right back. Alright, I'm getting pretty hungry, so
They're trying to
I'm
find
gonna do one more
Orca
level,
down here.
then I'll end stream. Oh, that's just a guy. What? Is there a reason I'm waiting for the platform? Oh no. Anybody else? Oh, this is like the Half-Life ramp. Easy. I wish the barrels had slightly bigger explosion radius. I mean, you're like chucking a whole oil barrel. Okay. Gibberish. They're ninjas? They're just coming out of the ceiling? Is that the way forward? It is. Okay. Oh, it killed her. Nice. Damn, it just shoots you out. I don't think that did anything. Nice, that was a good hit. Ouch. Bro's got the China Lake. That's crazy. Water's shallow. What was that? What? Nice. I gotta use my nades better. Instead of just eating them at willy-nilly. Incredibly slow door. And then we need the blue key. Okay.
Oh my god, we're doomed.
Okay. That's tanky. I should have just not bothered. Seems forced point blank shotguns. Seems like the way to go. Anyone else? No? Teabagging is the optimal tech to get through this fast. What the hell is this thing? I have no idea what I'm shooting at even. Okay. Wow. That'd probably make her. Oh, this is homing. Alright. And ladders make it do weird, or stairs make it do weird things. Gotcha. Have I been here? Yes, I have. Yeah. There we go. I'm guessing this is the way forward then.
There we go. The drain has been drained. Where's it go?
Double transition. Oh, back here. Okay. Oh no, this is bad. Okay, I just needed to not be there. Silly me, I should have just known that the double barrels plus fist taking care of it. Oh my god, there's somebody. Okay. I'm going to die. Alright. Spawn me back here. I think that they die that easily. It definitely helps though. Are there 3 now? Take this.
There we go. The drain has been drained. Where's it go?
Damn. The shrimp.
Ouch.
Okay, here we go. So the strat I think I'm just gonna rush the corners and pray for the best. Oh, I'm down to 50. Is there anything I can eat at this guy? This brick thrower is hurt. Okay. Whew. That was tough. Completely out of any gusto. Okay, 50. Not bad. We can work with that.
Aye, and here be the mines. Would be a good place to find that Orca stone.
This might be crazy, but I thought I could break it. Oh, there's a lot of dudes down there. Oh, I wasted it. Okay. I can't make it up. Okay, maybe the brick guys are a priority, even though they're the tankiest. It just feels weird. Oh my god, this map is so big. Okay. Nice. I think that's everyone. Carry this. No, no, of course not. Anything happen if I grab the key? Oop. Oh, okay. And the blue things can be dissipated. That's good to know. You can just shoot the blue orbs. Nice. Couple more here. I think it's cleared out. Okay. Is there another boxing goon? No. Okay. Oh, I see. There's a path. Feeling brave enough. What the hell? What hit me? I'm getting out of there. Huh? Oh, there's quite a bit of range on the kick. Okay. Where'd it go? I see. Okay. What the fuck? Dude. Okay.
Captain,
Wha-
at long last, these miserable little minnows think they've made off with my treasure. They be messing with powers much older and deeper than they could ever control. And now,
Got me a little bit.
worse, they be messing with you. Borrow from me a mere sliver of my power, and take back from them what is ours!
Blue, red, and purple? Blue and red key.
Give them hell, Captain.
Oh, he's so far. Oop. Oh. Oh no. Up here, and up here. Why did I try that again? There we go. Everything's exploding. There we go. Classic. Classic Wayne, everything blows up. This man causes so much property damage. Sweet. I guess I'll see if it goes right into the next one.
Stainless HQ, over. This is Detective Stanley Steele Press. I'll be docking at Orca Isle at approximately 1300 hours. Over. Yes, Commissioner, that's 1 p.m. No. Captain Wayne. That's with a W. Yeesh, what a sight. This dump's bloodier than Beelzebub's frat party. Which means... I just missed him! Darn it all!
It's my
Aha, there you are. If I'm gonna have any chance at following him, it's time for a little stealth action.
Infiltration. Oh, damn. Okay. Save. Game 1. Alright. Let's see. Alright, I'm gonna go eat. Thanks for everybody that stopped by. Let's see. I'm trying to get all of my stream plans out of the way because starting from the 26th, I'm just gonna be playing Marathon all day. Anyway, let's see. No need to raid out. Hope y'all have a lovely day.